Okay. So, okay. Are you guys able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir.
Okay. So, what we shall do is we shall try to host one website in our instances. Okay. So, as we have different
Okay.
types of servers, we have created Amazon server, we have created Ubuntu server, and we have created this Windows server, right? So, mostly all the process will be same only, but a small difference will be there. The thing is, if you understand the process, automatically you will be able to fix host the website in any of the server. So try to understand the concept first. So how, what are all the things which are involved for hosting your website? So that you need to understand first. If you understand the concept, automatically you will be able to host your website on any of the server, whether it is Ubuntu, or whether it is Linux, or whether it is Red Hat, or whether it is Windows. So first thing is, I need to understand the pattern. So I think most of you guys are I can correlate. I'll try to give a small example, because most of you are mechanical engineers. So as you know that there are so many bikes in the market. So TVS will manufacture bikes. So Bajaj will do. Hero Honda will do. There are so many companies, they'll do this manufacturing part. But at the end of the day, what the mostly the combustion process of all the bikes will be same only. You need to put the petrol, and you need to ignite the engine. So basically, even the engines will change, the company will change, but as you know, the combustion process of the petrol will remain the same. So here, if you are having that knowledge, for example, if you are having this knowledge, like if you need to put petrol, you need to put the gear, you need to start. So almost the process is same in almost all the bikes. So but just the branding and the looks, everything will change, but the main core components will remain the same. So here also the same thing. Hosting a website, people might think it is difficult to host on Windows, or it is difficult to host on Ubuntu. It is difficult to. It is easy in Red Hat. Nothing like that. Overall process will be same. So what I'm trying to tell is, try to understand the process. If you understand the process, you can execute in any server. Okay. So in a simple way to make you understand, I'll just try to give the steps. Okay. So first I'll say host a website. Okay. So this will be our task. So first thing is, you need website project, right? So whatever it is, this website can be developed in so many languages. Okay. Some people will develop the language in HTML. Some people will do in PHP. Some people will do in Python. Some people will do in .NET. So there are so many, some people will do in Java. Okay. So there are so many programming language available for us. So using this any of the languages, we can develop a website. Okay. So you can ask me, sir, which is the most easiest one where there is very less programming? So in that case, I will say HTML is the very easiest language to learn. Okay. So HTML stands for hypertext
Hypertext markup
markup
language.
language. Okay. So this is the easiest one. So basically what you can do is, you can just try to learn this language. It's very very simple only. So basically it's very the language will be working on tags. Okay. So we can also call this as tag based language. And also there is no need of programming knowledge in this. So even if you don't have any programming languages also, you can do this HTML thing. Okay, so right now I don't want to take you deeper into, I'll be teaching this HTML and all, please don't expect us. Just I'm telling for your knowledge purpose, this is HTML is not a programming type language. So basically the language will work on tags, just you can explore. Okay, so we'll be more concentrated on hosting our website, so we'll focus on that. So I assume that we'll have an HTML website for our understanding purpose. Okay, so second one is we need one local server. We might be asking, sir, already we have created instance, we have already created these instances, this you called as servers. So you told Ubuntu server, you told Windows server, right? So again I'm telling server. Okay, so this server will just like, will only act like one operating system. Okay, so just this server will have an operating system and it will be running. So it will not have this hosting capabilities. Okay, so we want to host a website, right? So yesterday I'll just give you an example. So yesterday we have tried to create one FTP server. Okay, so already you know this what we say, Windows is already a server. So again you have we have you have created one FTP server, right? So similar way, inside your server there you need to install another server. Okay, why server means, for example, you need FTP related communication, so you might be needing one HTTP, sorry, FTP server. Similarly you want communication with HTTP, so hypertext. So basically all your websites here you can see, for example, google.com. So as you can see, copy. So this Google website is working through HTTPS protocol, right? So yesterday we have explored FTP protocol. So today we are exploring HTTPS protocol, or HTTP or HTTPS protocol. Okay, so by default server will not have that capability to host this HTTP website. So what we do is we install certain packages inside our server to get this capabilities. So you might be asking, sir, what are the local servers? So there are so many servers available in the market. Okay, it varies from server to server. It depends on the operating system. For example, I will say if you are using Linux, okay, so you might go and install the package called HTTPD. So this is the one package which will help you to uh, give that hosting capability. Similarly, if you are going for Ubuntu, okay, so you will be using a server called Apache. Okay, so Apache 2 will be helping you to install that, host your website. Similarly, if you are going into this Windows, so what you can use, you will be using IAS. I think IAS we have explored the other day. Similarly, there are so many other packages available like Nginx they will call. Uh, there are so many other packages also available like LAMP, XAMPP. Okay, so these packages will help you to build one a local server inside your server, which will help us in hosting. So how that will happen, we'll see practically. Okay, so this will these packages we need to install. Okay, so third one. So this is the software. One is we need a website project. Second, we need one software which will help us to host the website. So in different operating systems, we will have different packages. So basically, this packages I mean these softwares. Okay. So once we use, you will get some idea on that. So after that, you need to just installing this softwares will not help. Okay. So we need to run these services, or else we can say keep running these services, right? So for example, if you are having your Android phone, so if you install for example YouTube application, so if you install YouTube, it doesn't mean that YouTube will be doing its job, right? So you need to open YouTube, and you need to search, and you need to play one video, then only it will work, right? So what happens here is, just installing the software is not sufficient, so you need to run the software. So what we'll do is, these applications will be running in the background. So we need to make sure that these packages which we are installing need to be running in the background. So then only you can be able to host your website. So make sure to run the services in the background, or else we can say background service. Okay, so install the software and make sure that these are running. After that, very very important thing is, give port number access. Okay, so very very important thing is, as you know, we are doing communication, so we are trying to connect to our website through a browser. Okay, so for example, this is our browser, and what we are doing is, for example, I want to connect to my server. For example, I'll take this Windows server only. So what is my public IP address? Okay, it is in stopped condition. I'll take this. So as you can see, we are taking this public IP address. Okay, copy public IP address, paste. Okay, so copy, paste. So what is happening here? So we are making a request, HTTP request, right? So this HTTP request we are doing. So this HTTP, that means we are doing some communication with our server. So we are asking our server through HTTP. So yesterday we have done FTP. Now that is for file transfer. But here what we are doing, we want to access the files through browser. That means we basically call it as a website. So to access the website, we are using HTTP protocol. Okay, so for this HTTP protocol, as you know, a server will communicate through its ports, right? So we have discussed the other day, the server will have one port number. Through that port number, we will be able to access our server. So the other day, I think we have also seen this. So default port numbers. Okay, so if you see this, okay, so h file, any file you can see, because these are all standard numbers, right? Right. Okay, this is not clearly visible. Okay, so here you can see we are making one HTTP request. So to make this HTTP request work, what we need a port number for communication. So as you can see, for HTTP, the port number is 80. Okay, so remember that when you're hosting your website, keep this port number 80 open. Okay, so if you keep this port number 80 open, then only this communication will be possible. Okay, if you're not opening this port number, then you will not be able to access. Similarly, for FTP, we have tried 21 or 22 are the port numbers which will help you to do FTP communication. Similarly, for this HTTP communication, we need port number 80. Okay, so you need to give port number 80 access. Okay, so basically, so you might be asking, sir, what is the port number? So basically, for HTTP, we'll be giving port number 80. Similarly, you might have also heard about HTTPS, right, which is the secured one. For that, it is 4043. 4043, sorry, 443. Okay, so this is the port number for HTTPS. If you are building one website only with HTTP, you need to give 80 port number. If you are giving HTTPS, you need to give port number 443. So most of the people, after installing the software and running the software, they might be able to forget this. So don't forget and give this port number access. Okay, fifth one is remember where to keep your project. Okay, this is one more very very important thing. So where we need to keep the project. So as you know, your project will be combination of several files, maybe some two files, three files, sometimes some thousands of files. So all these projects need to be kept one some place. So basically on this Ubuntu, or sorry, if you are going with softwares, because each software will be having some different location. So if you are installing HTTPD, or if you are installing Apache, or if you are installing Nginx, okay. So or else if you are installing LAMP or XAMPP, maybe WAMP, there are so many software for open source. So for this, the location will be, so www root, sorry, www and HTML, where www.html is the location for your project. So this is var folder. Inside your var folder you'll see www. Inside your www, it will be showing an HTML folder. So inside this folder you need to put your project files. Okay, so this place, if you keep the your project files in this location, then only you will be able to access, then only this particular software will help you to host. Similarly, there are other software, they'll put some htdocs www and html. So some softwares will also use this location. Okay, so you need to remember, for example, if you are using httpd package, okay, so you need to know the default location for your website. Similarly, if you are using Apache, so if you are using Apache, what is your default location for your website? So that you need to remember. Similarly, if you are using Nginx, so where is the default location? So you need to remember this location. Similarly, if you are using IIS, that is for Windows. Okay, so Windows we are using, so the default location will be, so inet pub. Okay, so in this inet pub you'll be finding a folder called html. Okay, so maybe this also will have this www. Inside this you will have this location. Okay, so in this location you will be keeping your files. Okay, so this five things you try to remember, then you will be able to host your website on any server. Okay, so these are, I can say these are all basics for you to understand before getting into the hosting part. Okay, so this I have given as per my knowledge, because you are coming from this non-IT background. I'll just try to take you in a deeper and easiest way to understand. Okay, so first you need some website project. So you might be asking, sir, what is website project? So it can be done using multiple programming languages. Okay, you'll be getting one project. So then in your server you need to install one local server which will help you to host the website. So what are all the packages, what are all the softwares? This httpd, Apache, IIS, Nginx, LAMP or XAMPP. So any of the softwares you need to install. So then you need to keep these services running. Okay, so make sure that after installation you need to start these services. We can also say start or enable or run these services. Okay, so then after you need to give port number access. After port number access, you need to remember where you need to place your project files. Okay, where you need to put your project files. Okay, so I think this have given you some small idea like how you will be hosting your website. Okay, so right now we'll do some practical about the execution. Okay, any doubts? Any doubts? Shall we move further?
No, no, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so I hope you have everyone have created your instances. So
Yes.
you have are you guys created this Amazon server or Ubuntu server? Which instance are you
Ubuntu.
using?
Ubuntu.
Ubuntu you have created, huh? Okay, let me see which server I'm running. Okay, I have installed Amazon Linux. Okay, so I think I need to create one instance. So I'll create one Ubuntu instance. That is also will be done very easy way, not a problem. We'll learn both. We'll learn Amazon Linux and also Ubuntu. Both we will learn. So I'll say Ubuntu 21. So I'll select Ubuntu operating system. So I'll scroll down free to dot micro. I'll create one new key pair. Ubuntu 21 April. Then I'll download this PPK file. Instead of conversion from PEM to PPK, I'll directly download PPK file. Create, keep it. So right now I'm not using creating any security group. When I want to change, I'll directly go to that and go to this particular launch wizard 6. This is a security group they are creating. I'll go to this place and I'll add rules. Okay, and click on launch instance. Okay, Ubuntu they're installing, right? And also remember that there will be small changes in your commands. So you might be asking, sir, Ubuntu is there and also Amazon Linux is there. So both are open source only, but what happens is there will be small changes in commands. Okay, so what is that we'll try to understand while doing. Okay, so this is my server April 21. So just now I have created. I can click on connect. I'll directly connect from here. Click on connect. You can also try the same from Putty also. Putty also you can connect, no problem. Okay, right. So we'll start working on few commands. So what we have told in the first case, we need one HTML project. Okay. So for this purpose, what you can do is you can download one sample project from the internet. That is not a problem. So there are so many HTML projects available on the internet. You can just download. So I'll say HTML uh, project. I'll say uh, HTML template. I'll say HTML template free download. Okay. So there are so many templates available in the market. You can download any of them. Okay, the HTML templates. So you can download any of the project. So simply I'll download this one. Download. Okay, I have downloaded this project. I'll keep it in the desktop location. Copy inside our AWS folder. I'll create one folder called HTML projects. Okay, I'll place it. Okay, so this is my project. Okay, so this is one HTML project I have got. Okay, so this I'll be running on the, so this I will try to host. As you can see, this website is running from C. C users Hari desktop. That means this is local location. Okay, so but we want it to be working on the internet. So to work on the internet, we'll go for this HTTP. Okay, so that means internet. Okay, so I'll close. This is my project file. Okay, right. So get back. So close it as we have got the project. So from here we need to work. Okay, so inside your command prompt, what you can do is you can just type for sudo command sudo dot su, which will be working as super user. Okay, super user command, enter. Okay, so as you can see, it has work. Now the location is working from home Ubuntu. As you know, Ubuntu is the administrator. So as you know, the default administrator name or default username of our Ubuntu is Ubuntu. So I'm working as administrator. Okay, so first what you need to do is, before executing any command, first thing is you need to update our packages first. Okay, so to do that, what you can do is apt get update. Okay, so this will just update our package installer. Okay, so apt get update we have done, or else you can just I'll make notes of it. uh, I'll create notes also. What's there? So I'll say create a Ubuntu instance. Okay, then what I have done, I have opened terminal, or we can say connected to terminal to our open terminal. So sudo, you can also just make a notes of these commands, because these are all involved step by step, you might forget. So sudo command I have done, then apt get update. Okay, so this I have done. So it has executed that apt get command. Before installing any package, you need to just run this command. Okay, so then what I have done in our previous steps, what I have done, when we go back. Okay, so website project we have bought. Second one is we need to install the local server. Okay, so as we are discussing, while working on this Ubuntu server, we will be needing this software called Apache. Okay, so we need this Apache software for it. So you might be knowing, sir, what is this Apache software? Just for your understanding purpose, just you can click on Google. It is just an open source software. So Apache. So it will also help you how to install the project also. Okay, so HTTP server project. Okay, or else you can say, uh, install Apache in Ubuntu, right? We are using this Ubuntu, right? So okay, so I'll open the place. So this is the software page. Here you can read what are all the capabilities of this. Okay, so to install the package, so installing a package. So what is telling, so as you know, we have run this package sudo apt update, right? We have executed this command already, sudo get update, right? So we have done that update command already. So next the command to install is sudo already we are in the super user. So apt install Apache 2. Okay, so you need to install this apt install Apache 2. This is the command. Okay, just to copy and paste. So apt install Apache 2. I'm installing the package. So enter. So it is asking, do you want to continue? Yes, you can click on Y. It will continue. Okay, right. So we have installed. So the second command apt install Apache 2. So that we have done. So the next one is apt install Apache 2. So we have installed the package, right? So next, what is our next step? We are asking. Third step is to start, enable, run the services. Okay, so only installation is of not sufficient. You need to enable and start the service. Okay, so simply for that, what we need to do, so there is one command. So the command is service start Apache 2. Okay, so what this will do is this will start our Apache 2 server. Okay, so remember service start Apache 2. What is saying? Unrecognized service. Okay, so I think we have entered this command wrong. So service name is Apache 2 and our command is start. Okay, so as you can see, now the command got executed. Okay, so now what we have done, service Apache 2 we have started. So we'll check the status if it is working or not. Okay, so service Apache 2, click on status, right? So now you can see what is the status it is showing me. The status is showing us active and running. So our Apache 2 server we have successfully installed and we have started the service, and we can physically check that your service is running. That means Apache 2 service is running properly. Okay, right. So three steps we have completed. So get back, and we have seen that our services are running, correct? Okay, right. Now you can see that, as you know that our service is running, you can simply check like this. So just to access your website, as you know, we will be accessing through HTTP, right? So HTTP and followed by the IP address of your server. Okay, so you can get to that. So this is our server, right? You can click on this. So take the IP address, okay, and directly paste it here. Control V. Or directly you can click on open address. Okay. As you can see, this IP address is not getting connected. Why? Because we already know. So our server is restricting the access to the server. Why it is restricting? Because uh, for this HTTP request we need port number 80 access, so which we have not done. Okay, so without giving any port number access we won't be able to access to our server. So we'll get back. So up to three points we have completed, and we are telling that fourth one, give port number access. Okay, so as we are doing HTTP request we need to open port number 80. Okay, so for HTTP we need port number 80 access. Okay, so how to give that we'll see. So we will go back. So how to give that port number 80 is just go to your instance. Okay, so this is the instance we are working. So this is our instance, so just simply you can click from here inside your instances section. So this is your instance. Okay, scroll down. I think yesterday we have done a little, right? We know already regarding this security groups. So inside your security, okay, so you will be finding that inbound and outbound rules. Okay, so as you can see, only port number 22 is given access, right? So only port number 22 is not sufficient. We want port number 80 access, right? So to do that, simply click on your security groups. This is the security group which is linked. So inside your security group, just click on edit inbound rule. Okay, here you need to add the port number. Okay, so how to add port number is click on add rule. So here there are some default things available for us. So if you click on this drop down, you will see just a type for HTTP. Okay, so already you can see, so HTTP, they have already predefined some of the port numbers. As you know, port number 80 is fixed for HTTP, so these are all predefined. So just to select HTTP. So if you select HTTP, as you can see, port number is selected by default. Okay, right now we have given access for port number, and next is what is the IP address, right? So what is the IP address you want to allow? As you know, this every HTTP request yesterday we have seen it comes with port number also. So colon 80, right? So as you can see, colon 80. So we have just give defined port number 80. So as you can see, different people, for example, I'll try to get my IP address. Okay, so okay, so this is my IP address. Maybe this is a this IPv6 version. I'll see what is my IP address, IPv4. This is also showing in IPv6. Okay, they're not okay. This is my IP address. Okay, this is my IP address. So through this the request will go this IP address colon 80. So as you can see, 1 2 3 4, right? So everybody will have different IP address. Okay, so what we'll do here is, so we'll give a template. So, okay, 0.0.0.0. Okay, that means any IP address. Okay, so any IP address, that means any request which is coming from IPv4 will be allowed. Okay, so here you can also define specific IP address if you want. If you want no other person to access your IP address, you can select that. For example, I'll say just now I found out my IP address now. If I keep this IP address here, Okay, so only this particular IP address will be allowed, no other IP addresses will be allowed. So this is open, we need access for everyone, so we'll say IP this one. This is the template. So any IP address from anywhere coming around the world will be accepted. And click on save rules. Okay, done. Now what we have done, we have allowed HTTP for port number 80. Similarly, if you are working on HTTPS, okay, so HTTPS also you can allow HTTPS. Okay, so for this the default port number is 443. This also you can allow. Click on save. Right, so this part is also done. Right, now we have enabled our service, and we also given port number access. Okay, so now what happens is we need to remember where to keep your project. Okay, so before going to that, what happens is when you install this Apache software, one default landing page will be created. That means it is created to check whether Apache is installed successfully or not. Okay, so you need to see. So when you install the software, only one default HTML project will be given. So why they are giving these default pages? To check whether if your Apache 2 software is running properly or not. So simply what you can do is just go to your instance. So this is your instance. So April 21. So just you can search from, you can just search with public IPv4 address or public IP DNS. Both are same only. Okay, so now as you can see, it has telling that Apache default page, and also it is giving you the message, right? What is the message it is telling? It works, right? So it is telling us that your given Apache server, whichever you have installed, is working properly, right? So configuration is successful. Okay, so all the steps which we have followed as successful. One is website project we have taken, and but we have not running our website. We have got our project that we'll say in a test. So the test is successful. So one, we have installed the local server, and we have enabled the server, and we have given port number access. Okay, so this three, the configuration part is successful. Test is successful. Okay, so as you can see, if you reload this page is coming from our server, or simply you can also check with the IP address. So copy the public IP address, and you can see. And if for your reference purpose, you can just open your phone, and in your phone also you can check this IP address. You can just type this IP address and see. Even in your phone also it will be working. Okay, so three, this is the IP address, you can just copy and paste. So this is my website. Okay, this is my website. This is my where I can access my project. Okay, right. So the configuration part is successful, right? So that means now our server will have the capability of running a website successful. But the actual problem is this is not the page which I want to see. Okay, but I want to see this page, right? So this is my project. Okay, I want to see this as my landing page. Okay, not this one. This is the default page of Apache. That is okay, my settings, everything is working, but I want to run this page as my landing page. Okay, so how to do that? Any guess?
giving user permissions.
Why user permission?
Uh, it will permit, sir, without giving any permission to that folder. You will not able to
Right.
access that folder, or you will not able to access the project.
So first thing is, before all this, I want the project is located on my local computer, correct? So I need to upload these files to the server, correct? Correct. Sir, all my project files are located on my computer. They are not located on my server computer, right? So first, what you need to do, you need to upload your project inside the server. So that is one point. We need to upload our files. Second question is where to upload the file. Okay. So in the landing page only, they are giving you some instructions. Okay. So just follow this one. So just read this, you'll understand everything. Okay. So what is telling, by default Ubuntu does not allow through the web browser to any file outside of those located inside in where www public html directories. Okay. When enabled, and user share for web application, if your site is using a web document root located elsewhere, you may need to whitelist your document root directory. Okay, this is fine. So just read this one. So the default ubuntu document is coming from this location. So the page which you are seeing here, so this actual page, okay, so this actual page is coming from this location where www html folder. Okay. So now what you need to do is, you need to go to this location and put your files, right? So these files need to be kept at this location where www html. Okay. So for that, so that is what he is also telling here. You should replace this file located at where www html. Okay. So remember this. So the other time when we are discussing also, I have told you should know where to keep your project. Okay. For Apache, the folder is this one. For Apache, the folder is where www html. Okay. So how you need to upload your files to this location. So how to do that? Last time we were using putty software, na? Sorry, WinSCP we have worked, right? So through WinSCP we can do. Okay, WinSCP. Okay, so just log into this WinSCP. Okay, so I'll take the host name. I'll copy this public IP address and username. Sorry, this SSH key I know. So this SSH key will be at this location. Open show in folder. Cut. This is my APK key. There are so many keys. Okay. 21 April is my PPK key. So what I will do, SSH authentication. I'll upload the PPK key April 21 and click on OK. Login. Yes. And username is default Ubuntu. We remember this. Okay. Click on Ubuntu. Okay. Right. As you can see, this is my server location. Okay. Now I will see. So what the person is telling me, sir, go to this place and replace your file. So the place is where www html. Okay. So I'll just open this. So as you can see, this is my username and what is selling. So when you just scroll up, you'll see this. So we need to find a folder called where. Okay. So as you can see, where folder is available. Okay. So click on where. So then next he told me www. Okay, www, then html. Okay, so as you can see, index.html. So what is this file? This is the same file which is appearing here. This is the same file. Okay, but I don't want this file. I want my html project. So here in the left section you can see html project. So this is my project, right? So all these files you need to copy to your location, right? So drag and drop. Okay, drop to your location. Okay, so what is telling now? Sir, permission denied. So error for the permission. So what is telling that you are not able to upload your files to the location, right? So for example, we'll do the same thing inside the user section. Where is user? Okay, user. Okay, no, our Ubuntu section. So scroll down. Okay, so and I think it will be inside this home folder. Just click on this home. Inside the home you'll find Ubuntu, right? So here you copy this. So these files are getting uploaded to Ubuntu location, but it is not able to upload your files to the www folder. Okay, what is the problem is, so by default, this what we say, our Ubuntu will not give access to all your locations, right? In your operating system all the locations are not accessible. So that is the reason they are not allowing you to upload your files to the location, right? So right now, as you can see, in my Ubuntu folder, it is allowing me. Whereas in www folder, it is not allowing me, because in the www folder, it is located at system files section. That is not the user section, right? So what we need to do is, as the other time we have told, we need to take permission of, we need to have read write permissions. Okay, so we need to execute that. So we need to give permissions. So to which folder? This folder, right? So we need to get permission of www folder. Why we need permission is because this person is not allowing us to copy the files to this location. Unless you copy, your website will not work. Okay, so this we can do from this, what we say, our command line. This can be done in multiple ways. One is using the copy command. Copy command also you can do, copying from your Ubuntu server and place it inside this www. That you can do. And also
I'm
you
not
can
sure.
take, Amma,
Screen sharing.
I'm not getting your voice.
Carry on, sir.
Okay, so coming back, we need to take this permission. Okay, so this permission we can take through command line. Okay, so we already logged in here, so here we can execute. Okay, so just type ls. So in the ls section, as you can see, we have uploaded these files, right? So inside this inside this home Ubuntu, I have uploaded this file. So these files are visible, right? So now we want to give permission to this another location, so cd, right? So if I click on ls, cd slash, okay, cd, or else I can say cd space, uh, I'll say sudo cd space var. Okay, so directly it's not taking me to var. No, cd slash snap ls. Okay, we need to get into this location. So cd space, what is the location is saying? So not this one, our website. Okay, var www. Okay, I'll go to this location, paste. Okay, we are inside the www folder now, ls. So as you can see, this html folder is in blue color, right? So blue color means we'll not be able to have the access permission to this folder. Okay, as I told, we need to change the give the permissions to access this folder. So to do that, what you can do is we have a command called chown space 777 space the folder name. So the folder name is html. Okay, so this you have to do, and the next immediately chmod space 777. That means you are giving all read, write, and execute permissions to this folder html. Okay, so we have you can simply remember chow and chown, and chmod change mode. Okay, now we'll see if it the color changes, right? So if I change, previously it was showing in html blue color. Okay, now it is showing in green color. So why green color means you will be able to access this folder from outside. So previously it was not allowing, so now it will allow. Okay, so now what you can do is, now similarly, as you know what is the folder location, we are giving permission to this folder. Similarly you give permission to this folder also. So www. Okay, same thing you can do. Just go to your command line, so ls, and also you can go to this location where, okay, cd where. So if you say ls, okay, in this ls section, as you can see, www, right? So this www is in blue color. Okay, so we know how to change it. So first chown will change the name www. Okay, so we'll change this, enter. Similarly chmod for the folder www. Okay, okay, we have changed the read and write permissions of this folder, right? Now we can see. So to check, we know we use ls command to list of to show all the list of directories. So ls command, now you can see it has changed to www in green color. Okay, now we have read write permissions to the folder. Okay, so we'll check. As we know, we are already using this software, so we need to go to this var section, var www. and HTML. Okay, so previously they were not allowing us to copy the files. So now we shall try copy and paste. Now they are uploading. Okay, host is communicating. Okay, I'll do one thing. We'll try to connect to this server again. I'll just okay. I think the session got, so reconnect to the session. So Ubuntu. Okay. Now they have connected with new session. We'll try to copy one after one. Okay. So I'll copy just this index.html first. Copy, paste. So what is saying? Overwrite remote file index.html. Yes, we know we want to replace. So click on yes. So again, what is telling? Permission denied. So already we have changed the permission, na? Just now we have given permission.
For overwriting, sir, for deleting, replacing this file, you have to give the permission.
Okay, replacing for. Okay, I'll do one thing or else. We'll try another. We'll try to another file, license.file. If it copying. Okay, it got copied. So we'll do one thing. We'll delete this. What will happen? Okay, we'll delete. Yes. Okay, deleted. We'll copy all our project files. Copy, just drag and paste. Okay. So now all the files are getting uploaded. Okay. Now all our files got uploaded to our server. So why what we have done is we are not having the permission to this folder. So we have given permissions to this folder and try to get access. Okay, so get back, and this was the actual page, right? Now we have replaced with our project. Just reload this page. Okay, right now as you can see, this is the new project which I have uploaded just now. Similarly, even for the public IP address, just refresh the page. As you can see, this is working. Okay, so we have successfully uploaded our website project onto our server. So if you want to recheck, just you can type this URL on your phone: 3.110.83.121. Okay, you can just try this URL on your phone also. This website will be working for you. Okay, so we'll recheck what we have done. So remember where to keep your project. So I think I'll just come do this also. So app to update we have done. After the we have successfully installed our Apache 2 command. Then what are the command we have used? So service Apache 2, we have used this command, start command, for starting Apache service. Right, so this we have done. So then next, service Apache 2 status, to check if Apache working or not. So after we found out that it is working condition. So then after that, we have test we have changed the port number. What we need to do? Go to security, go to security groups, add port number 80. So this we have done. So after that, what we have done, we have went to this sudo su. Then what we have done, our page. So okay, so simply what we have done, after this we have went to this location. So we have given read and write permissions, right? So simply what you have done first is you need to go to this ls command. Ls command will only take you to the desktop part, okay, but we want to get to the system files. So what we have done, we have used this command, okay. So cd command. So what we have done, we have went to this location, okay. So actual location what we need is here. This is the actual location which we want. Oh, sorry, I think it got lost. Okay, where www html. Okay, so we are giving read, write, and execute permissions to these two, html and www. So how we did that is read where www html. So these are the three folders. So this is the location we found out. Okay, so what we have done, cd space var space www space html. So what we have done to this html location, we went to this html location. After going to the location, what we have done, cd html. So we went to that. After that, chown ton 777 to html folder. So similarly, ch mod 777 to html folder, html folder, right? So this we have done. After that, we have went to the cd where www, we went to this location. So there what we have done, cd space www, same command again. We have given this read, write, and execute permissions to our www folder, www www. Okay, so after this we have got read and write and execution permissions to our folder. So next, login with WinSCP to upload your project files. Okay, then after, your project is working. Okay, so I want you guys to practice this now, and try to host your this project, website project, onto the Ubuntu server. Okay, so try practicing this, and I'll be available online only. If there is any doubt, you can just ask me, I'll be there to help.
Sir, can you copy the notepad and paste it on a or here, sir?
Yeah, yeah, I'll share one second. Or else I'll do one thing, I'll upload this file at some location and I'll share you the link. That will be better.